Good morning, everyone. Thrilled to be here, and it's already a worthwhile experience. I've enjoyed hearing both of those perspectives. Last night was great fun and interesting. I had an interesting talk this morning before things got started, so it's already been a worthwhile trip. I have extensive notes based on what I just heard, but of course, in 3 to 5 minutes, will touch on a few key points. And I think I'll go in approximately the same order that I heard things. I heard at first, for example, the idea of de-geniusing. Was that the phrase? Wonderful phrase that fits well with some of my concerns about education and the development of children. I see so much incredible potential in young children, and so much of it is lost at particular ages through socialization and perhaps also through the maturation of the brain. The notorious fourth grade slump, for example, showing great potential and then loss of actual performance. And I do believe that one of the most important things we should be doing is not so much providing skills to children as staying out of the way and supporting the skills that they come to us with, that is, that they have or are born with, so to speak. I'm thrilled to hear progress on the neuroscientific front. I've edited the Creativity Research Journal for 26 years now. For 20 of those years, we didn't have any neuroscience published in the journal. And frankly, I kept hitting my head on the wall and wondering why that could be the case. But now I'm almost regretting that because there is a explosion in terms of the interest in the neurosciences. I'm fascinated by the work you're doing, and I'm thrilled that you're focused on potential. Because I think this is, especially for educators, where we should be focusing our attention, where we're going to get bang for our buck. My own interests are not in people who are already creative. My interests are in fulfilling the creative potentials of have potential and yet need something, education or culture or enhancement of whatever means. But the recognition of potential is wonderful to hear. I will skip over here to the idea of inhibition. This is your description of the research on inhibition seems to fit with my own thinking and reading of creativity, especially because it sounds like something that can be very mindfully and consciously done. One of the most important things, if not the most important thing for educators, I believe, is to help children make the right decisions, and in particular decide when to be creative and when not to be. Keep in mind here what I said a moment ago about children having the inborn potential to be creative and imaginative. In other words, I think they have skills. They do need to be socialized and fit in and contribute, but at the same time, they need to find a way to balance and make a decision when to do one and when to do the other, when to be creative and when to conform. So when I hear conscious decisions about inhibition or mindful decisions about anything, I think we're getting very close to what needs to be said for education. Jumping to my last point, I was, of course, interested by your final points and the fish, and there seems to be an optimism there about the human brain, and I'm really a little surprised by that, but of course, interested in all of the things that can be done. It does strike me with all of the potential for changes to the brain that it's very important to look at creativity used in the moral direction, creativity that is in literature is called benevolent creativity or creativity in the moral domain. And of course, this connects well with the second discussion and started with the idea of altruism and creativity as, I think you said, an altruistic exercise. Seems to me, especially with all of the things that can be done, that these are very important subjects for us. Creativity in the moral domain, benevolent creativity, and creativity is an altruistic exercise. Thank you very much.